Hello, y'all. Good morning. Val Shell here. Welcome to my channel, y'all. Yesterday we started a painting. It hasn't dried yet, so we're going to give that a chance to try. It'll probably be after Christmas before we can finish it, but we will finish it probably Tuesday. It should be dry by Tuesday, y'all. Maybe four, but I won't do another video till after Christmas. So, because I'm gonna be busy, just like y'all gonna be busy this weekend. It's gonna be a busy weekend. We got so much going on now, and so today I thought we might do a little bit on my little knitting machine. Now this is a pretty nifty little. It's the Centura, if you can see, Centro, I guess, machine. It's just like really cool. Uh, it's got the little counter on it and everything. It's really cool. My husband bought me this. They have two different kinds. This is the 48 needlepoint one. And they also have a 40 point needle one or needle point one, which I also have, but I don't have it available with me right now. But the 40 needlepoint one can do like children's hats, baby beanies, and I was able to do a nice little scarf, which I'll show you. I did my hat, but I did this nice little scarf. I did my scarf on this one right here. On the 40 needlepoint was what I did the scarf on. And you can also do leg warmers. Now I know, folks, leg warmers are out of style. I know they've been out for many years, but I still wear leg warmers. I like them. I wear these old leggings, and I like to wear leggings because they're comfortable for me. I'm at that age where that heavy material just uncomfortable for me, so I wear leggings. So in the wintertime, I like to wear my leg warmers. They keep my legs warm. I know they out of style, but I still like them. I got a pair in there that I've had for 7 years, and I wear them every time wintertime comes. And I just made these, and I also made these, and these were made off the 40 needle point one, because it's easy to make things like this, y'all. And I still like to wear my leg warmers, y'all. And as far as my scarf I made, I also made a matching hat with it. So I made the hat on this 48 needle point, and the scarf I made on the 40 needle point. My husband bought me both. So he bought me this, and my husband has cancer, and he goes in for treatments every so often, and he's had cancer for. Oh, we've been dealing with this for over a year now. We have been dealing with this for I guess about a year and a half now. He went in for surgery last, I believe it was March. I can't remember. It's been a while back. He went in for surgery and had his bladder removed because that's how it started. It was bladder cancer, and we just found out not too long ago that he still has cancer in the pelvis area. So it spread it from the bladder. So he's still having to go in for treatment. And he bought me this machine. I quit smoking. I quit smoking, y'all. It's been almost a little over 3 weeks now. In fact, this weekend will be 4 weeks now. I quit smoking, and I had to have something to do with my hands. So he bought me both of these, the 40 needle point and the 48 needle point, and he suggested, why don't you just make hats for cancer patients, because they love for you to donate those toboggans there, because a lot of cancer patients lose their hair. Now my husband hasn't lost any hair, but his hair has changed. The texture of his hair has changed. But he said, why don't you make toboggans for them? So I started doing that, and it's went really well. It's went really well. So I thought we might make one today on camera. I thought that would be a good thing. Let's just make until our painting dries, and on occasions we'll do this. I'll work on my loom. You just never know what I'm gonna do on this channel. You just never know. I love it. It's friends getting together and talking and learning new things, learning crafts. If I learn any new crafts, I'll do it on here. I can guarantee you that. I want to make a quilt. I got to talk my husband into buying me a sewing machine. I want to make a quilt, and maybe we'll do that together. We can all sit, make quilts together, and just do everything. Now I don't have any fancy equipment, so I set the camera the best I could because I'm using my computer, and it's not, I don't have fancy equipment where I can pause it and or speed it up or whatever. So, we're just gonna have to work through this. Now I found this cute yarn. It's lavender, and it's got little glitter. I don't know if you can see the glitter, but it's got glitter in it. Um, it's the oh, let me see if I can figure four. It's the 4 medium yarn, and it's 250. I think it's 251. Sometimes I have to put my glasses on. Yeah, 251.53 yards. So we got a pretty good bit here. I think we can make us a nice little hat with this. I thought it would be so cute, and we'll just get started on this. Now you want to have a start on these machines. This white one, there's a white needle here. The rest of them are the same color as this pink here on here. But this white needle is the last needle. It's needle number 48. Okay, so that's the last needle. You want to start at needle number 1. So I take it, and you want to go in front of needle 1 to load up. We're loading up, y'all. We're loading up on and we got a counter here. So you want to make sure it's clear. You go in front of needle number 1, and then needle number 2, go behind. Front of needle 3, behind needle 4. In front, behind. In front, behind. In front, behind. In front, behind. And you want to do that until you get all the way past the last needle. Front, behind. Front, behind. You just keep doing that all the way around. Front, behind. Front, behind. Oops. Front, behind, front, behind, front. And just keep doing that all the way around. And then we are very close now. You want to be careful. And now we're behind needle number 48, the white needle. Now I mark my white needle so I can see it coming. I mark each side of it. You got these things here, the hooks that keep it under. You got those. And I mark the ones that are to my last sorry, y'all, I had to go get my dog. He gets involved so sometimes. So we're at the last needle, and you go behind it. When you go behind it, you got this slot right here, y'all. I don't know if y'all can see. I can't move my computer around, but you go into that slot right after you go behind the last needle. Now you're going, I've done the front, behind, where you should end up behind the last needle, and you go into that slot. Now here, I know y'all can't see it, but let me see if I can take this off for you. Probably can't. You have this tension thing. Let me see if I can turn the machine around. This tension thing right here. It's got one with more tension, then two in the one in the middle is for medium tension, and the one in the last one, the very last one, is really loose tension. So it depends on your yarn. With this yarn, you want to keep it in the middle tension, but it keeps tension on your yarn. So let's see if I can get fixed back here so y'all can kind of see where I'm at. So I'm going to put this in the tension. Now I got my yarn coming from the center here. Uh, Sometimes you can't do that. You have to pull it from and if you have to pull it from the outside, then you have to take this off, and you have to set it where it can roll around, and it's really harder for me to work with. So I use a center, and even sometimes then it gets tangled up. So whatever's easiest for you, you could do, but this is real easy to do. I'm telling y'all, if you're looking for a hobby to do, this is easy. You could do this, and what takes you 30 hours to do with a knitting needle will only take you 20 to 30 minutes with this. So we're going to get busy and do this, and we could talk, and maybe I could tell you a little bit about myself while we're doing this. So I've set my yarn up, and hopefully I won't have any problems. I'm going to set it kind of high so it will go ahead and come off. Now I got mine set. I got little suction cups on the bottom of this thing, and it's best to have it set it on a sturdy table or something that's sturdy. But see, I only have these little tables, and I can't sit on the floor. That would be better, but I can't sit on the floor. That hurts my back too much. I'm getting at that age where I just can't hardly get up and down off the floor anymore. So I have to use this table, and this table is just like my painting easel. It's bouncy everywhere. So I have to hang on to the knitting machine. I hang on to one of the legs, and depending on how easy the yarn comes off, uh, depends on which leg I'm having to hang on to. So I start out. We're going to start out slow because we want to make sure every hook grabs the thing. So and you just turn it and start out slow till you get one or two things up there. You can hear it popping. The tension is a little high, so to start with, so I'm gonna pull out some yarn. This big one's generally quiet. The little one makes a lot of noise for me, but want to make sure it's every stitch is being grabbed. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas, and then we could just keep on cranking. And if you get tired, you can quit. You can stop. It's all right. We want to get to at least 140 turns. That's what we're trying to look for. Around 140. I have went to just 130 and done pretty good on that. It's a smaller hat, but that's okay. You know, every head is different. So we got this going on. So my suction cups are moving around an awfully lot. My husband has threatened to screw this thing down to the table. I don't know. It might be a good idea. So I have to do this at the table, y'all. Here we go. Maybe that'll help. And it looks like all the stitches are doing good. And then we just want to keep it going. This is what you do. This is knitting. I call it cheating knitting. Is what I call it. So, and we're going to sit and do this. Now, I have another channel I do. It's a Christian channel. You know, we call it having coffee with friends and talking about Jesus. Because I'm just no woman. I love talking about Jesus. I don't have very many people to talk to. So I opened up a channel. Now, I wanted to give my testimony. And I gave my testimony on this channel about how I stopped drinking and how I overcame depression and learned to forgive others, and which was a big part of overcoming my depression. Um, and now they've experienced my testimony of quitting smoking. So it's been really good for me. So, and gave a little testimony about my husband, and you know, we bought this property, and we lived in a uh, little old bitty tiny cabin when we first moved here, and didn't have no power or water. We had a generator that we used, and we would have to buy water, and we had one of those porta potties put out there. That's what we used. We used that for a long time, and I think it was about a year we finally got a bathroom. And you should have seen us at Lowe's buying a toilet. We were just so happy to be buying a toilet. It was just amazing when we finally got the bathroom built. So it took us a good, I would say, about four years to get this house uh, uh, livable to where we could live in it. So it's been a rough ride. But my husband built this house that we're living in now. He built it with his own bare hands. Uh, so you know, he was strong back then and could do things back then, and he built this house uh, as we could afford to buy the materials. That's what he did, and we would find materials that was inexpensive, and like our sheetrock, he would find damaged sheetrock, and that's what we sheetrocked our kitchen in. So just little at a time, it came together, and uh, that's how we got where we're at today. And I think it was a year ago. or not last September, but the September before last year, I believe. Yeah, September before last year, my husband found out he had cancer. So it's been really hard for him to do anything else. But he's still working hard. He truly is. He went through a lot. I have watched him go through a lot, and it's been really hard on him because he's had to make changes. Uh, because he can't work near as hard as he used to. Can't work near as hard. So, y'all, we are moving along fine. Just to show y'all how much we've already gotten done. This is how it's coming out, y'all. I think that's looking pretty good. All the stitches are looking good. And we just got to keep going. We're at 40. We're trying 100 more. 100 more turns. That won't take us long at all. This will probably be about the same time as my last video. Because it doesn't take long at all to make a toboggan. Then I'll lay this aside and show you how to complete the toboggan. I'm not going to, and I have to set up the computer to where you can see. That means I have to take it off the stand that I have now. I wanted y'all to see this up here because this is where all the work is being done. And, but anyway, that's our story. That's how I come about. I decided to put together a Christian channel so I'd have more people to talk to. And we pray for one another. Everybody, and some of my viewers from that channel is viewing this channel also. So I've recommended them watch this channel. I'm gonna recommend my channel. Trying to get some subscribers on this one. I don't get paid for anything on my other channel. I enjoy doing it. I'm doing the Lord's work. I feel like He's using that channel. So this one is just my fun channel. I like to do things for fun. And it's like I said, friends having fun, talking about Jesus, doing crafts, whatever. So, and if I could think of any other crafts, new stuff to learn, if y'all can make any recommendations, if I have the stuff, I'll give it a try. That'll be fun. It'll be fun. I do want to get into quilting, but I gotta start praying for a new sewing machine. So I'd love to get into quilting. I'd love to do that. And I do know how to knit. I do know how to crochet. My granny taught me how to crochet. And but it takes a long time. It takes you 30 hours going straight on a toboggan just to do a hat. So, but there's lots of things you can do this. I've seen people, and you can find all kind of YouTube videos where people are making sweaters with this thing. You can make a panel. You have a choice to make a tube, which is what I'm doing now for the toboggan, or they got a P here for a panel. And you have to make like a few panels to make a sweater or something else. And on the smaller ones, I think you can even make gloves. I hadn't figured that one out. I've watched a few videos, but I got to figure that one out. I'd love to make some gloves. I really would. Because my hands get cold. Mine do. I like to, but these are fingerless gloves. I'd like to learn how to make regular gloves. Maybe you could do that. Maybe you have to make the panels to do that. I don't know. But I'll have to check those out. So we are down to 65 now. So we're almost there. We're halfway there, y'all. Halfway there. Just keep cranking along. We're getting a lot done. We're already reaching the bottom, y'all. It's already touching the bottom at the table. And you can see how easy it is to use. I'm sitting here talking, and you can watch TV, watch a movie while you're doing it. And y'all can, make one for a family. I've made, since I've gotten this, and it's been a week now, I have made over 30 toboggans. I sure have. Half of it's for family. Some of it was for me. I showed y'all one of them with a scarf. And several. I think I made like 9 or 10 for cancer patients with my husband's last visit. And I've got some more over there that I've made that we're going to have to And I went, my husband's gonna have to get me more yarn. In fact, I bought some yarn this morning to do this with. This is what we got so far. We need for it to be a little longer than this though. But my husband uh, bought the is going to buy me some more yarn to do more hats because he's got to go in for treatment next Tuesday, and I want to have a bunch more hats made before next Tuesday. And I seen this lavender, and I was like, I haven't made a lavender one for him yet. This is going to be amazing. And I pray that the Lord blesses this hat and blesses the person that wears this hat. I really do, y'all. That'll be amazing. Maybe bring on a healing to them. Maybe they'll be healed. Praise God. I pray for people. I really do. And since watching my husband go through cancer, and I've got a lot of people I'm praying for on my other channel that are at stage 4 cancer, and I'm praying for them, and it just makes me sad to hear people struggling with it because I watched what my husband went through with it. I believe if I ever found out I had cancer, I don't think I could go through that. I believe I would just start having to say goodbye to family members because I just don't think I could go through that. I don't want to. That I know that was miserable for him, but he is happy now. He stayed in good spirits through the whole thing, y'all. I'm just saying, he did. He stayed in spirits through the whole thing. He was like always, it's God's plan, not mine. It's God's will, not mine. So and look at him, he's still kicking, still going to work, and going through treatment. He goes through it like a champ. I don't know if he's lost much hair, but he hasn't lost any on his head. So I cut his hair, so he hasn't lost any on his head, and he's still got that really thick mustache he always wears. So he ain't lost any there either. So it's crazy. So he's done real good. He's been in real good spirits about it all. He said there ain't no use in being bad spirits. You got to keep moving on, moving forward until the good Lord calls you home. You just keep moving forward. And I agree with that. We are at 92, y'all. We're almost there. Just a little bit longer, y'all. I'll see if I can crank it a little bit faster so we can get this rolling. I know y'all get tired of hearing my big old mouth run, but I sit there and I watch these videos where people are doing this, and I'm like, y'all could be talking, you know? Y'all could be saying something. It's an awkward silence. I like to fill in my videos. It's like filling a canvas in. Every spot needs to be filled in. You don't need leave no emptiness nowhere. You paint every section of that canvas. Lock it in. Lock everything in. So that's what I try to do. I know I like to talk. I like to talk, y'all. And I love doing things. I love talking to friends. Talking to friends about Jesus and having coffee. That's what we call our other channel. Everybody says it's like having coffee with friends and talking about Jesus. I love it, y'all. I love it. I'm just a good old Southern girl, and I love to talk about Jesus. I love to talk to nice people. And I love life in general because God has been good to me. If y'all ever listen to my other channel and my testimonies, you'll see that God has done a lot for me. He has brought me out of a lot. He has saved me from a lot. Without him, I would not be alive today. And I love him, and I'm just so happy in the Lord, and I'm so appreciative. Look how much we got done, y'all. We're almost there. We're almost there, y'all. Just a little bit longer. My hand's trying to go to sleep, but if you have to take a break from doing this, you can. You can stop. You can stop and come back to it. It's not like you gotta be on it constantly. I'm just wanting y'all to see the finished product. So, and I'm gonna try to fix it up where y'all can see me put this thing together. So I have to take this off the table and set my computer down lower so you can see what's going on. So that means a lot of moving around. So we're at 112 now. Just a little bit longer, y'all. Just a little bit longer. We're almost there. I love doing this. I do. I've done so many of them now. It's like I could do these blindfolded now. And anybody can do them. If you ain't never knitted in your life and you've never taken up a hobby, this is the easiest one. And they got so many videos on YouTube about it. It was how I learned to do mine. I learned to do mine before I got it in the mail. And I got mine off Amazon. So it's so fun. It's so neat. And I tell everybody I made them. And then I laugh at them because they're like, you're so talented. I'm like, yo, I got a machine that does it. You know? Then they feel silly for telling me I'm talented. Okay, we're going to raise it up a little bit longer. Okay. It's looking good, y'all. It's looking good. We're 20 more rounds is all we got left. 20 more rounds. We can have that done in no time. Y'all look how much we got done in this amount of time. And we're right at 25 minutes into this video now. And I think I've done more talking. And talking makes everything go by, you know. Y'all want to see how it works, you can see those needles popping up. These needles pop up, and I wish I could bring my computer around and show you, but I can't hold my computer and do this too. I need one of those GoPro things if I'm going to do stuff like this. And that way y'all can really see it. Y'all can see it from my point of view and see everything working. That's what I need. Okay, we're right at 30. We got 10 more rounds, y'all. 10 more rounds. There goes 1, 2, 3. Oh, my hair almost got caught in there, y'all. 4. Oh, we're getting some knotted up now. 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. It's trying to get, we're getting down to the nitty gritty now. And the yarn tries to go up there all at once. There's 9. One more, y'all. And we want to go all the way around to our last, right here. Our white, the last needle. So we want to measure this around. We want enough to go all the way around. And we're going to snap this right here. Let me see if I can find my snips, y'all. I got me a set of snips. I've had these. I've worked in these sewing plants, so I've had these for a long time. So that should be enough yarn. In fact, that's more than enough. And we're going to set the rest of this aside, and then I'm going to fix the computer where y'all can see what well, right now y'all need to see this part. So I'm going to see if I can pull you a little closer to show you what I do. All right, I need to find my needle. Uh-oh. Nothing tipping over here. I got stuff on this table everywhere. So I got to find my needle. Here it is. Thank you, Jesus. I got scared I lost my needle. We got a needle, and this comes with the machine. You get all kind of things. You get a knitting needle, and I didn't bother to get those out of the box. I'm sorry, but this is the one I use. It looks like a sewing needle, like a giant sewing needle, but it's for the yarn. So you put your yarn through it, and it's very important to you. I always use this because it's easier for me, and the people that I learned from off YouTube, that's what they use too. So you want to take it off the tension and take it off that little thing, and you want to go ahead and wrap it around wrap it around, not all the way around, just go around the front of the white needle. And you want to hold on to that, and you're going to go around one time, and you're going to stop 3 needles before this white needle. 2 or 3 needles before this white needle. I usually go 2, and we're going to go all the way around. That's why I mark my so I can see it coming. It's right there right now, so it's coming around. And we're gonna stop right there. Right there. And then this is where this comes in. Now the needle that is beside the white one, and it's right here, we want to pick up the yarn stitch that's still hooked up on those. Now I have to use my glasses on this, y'all, because I have to see if I'm getting it. And there's little stitches right there. I wish I could bring the computer over here and show you. Um, we want to pick it up right there at the stitch. It's right here, y'all. In between these two big things, there's a little thing there. And there's a stitch that goes around there. That's where we're picking up the needle, the thread, the yarn. So we pick it up and we string it along there. And there's lots of YouTube channels where people's got fancy cameras that they can zoom in and all that, but I can't do that. So, not on my computer. So and sometimes you want to put your finger on the next one because sometimes these things pop out. And when they do, it's hard to grab them back. So I always put my finger on the next one. And your yarn wants to go around everything because mine's kind of long. I always make sure I have enough. So we're almost done with this hat, y'all. And then when I cast it off of the machine, then I'll move the camera where y'all can see how to fix the toboggan. Now this takes a little bit, but not long. I mean, it's a little time consuming. And we just keep going all the way around till we get all the stitches. You want to get every one of them. Every one of them, y'all. Every one of them. And this is doing real nicely. I mean, I'm so happy with the way this is coming off. It's wonderful. Usually I have some that's like crazy and I have to go back around. Some of them pop off before I get to them. I'm like, how did that happen? I love doing these hats and I love the cause. I love doing them for, it's going really well for these cancer patients. They're enjoying it. The last batch my husband took in, they were like, oh, I love the colors because I've done many different colors. I had like one like mine, the jade green. I love jade green. That's one of my favorite colors. No, and I'll tell you this the company that makes these machines are not sponsoring me. So, you know, but I don't mind showing which brand because I love this machine. They did a good job making this machine. It was a really good idea. So, I love it, but they're not sponsoring me. I wish they were, but they're not. I love this machine though. I've got nothing but good things to say about it. I have enjoyed using it. I've already got my money's worth out of it. And I love this machine. I really do. And I like everything it comes with. The packing of the boxes was nicely done. I mean, you'll just get so excited pulling everything out of there. Like, oh, I can't believe it come with this and this and this. The needles it come with, and you get on the big one you get four things of yarn. They're little things, but it's extra yarn. Um, and on the little one you get three. So it's really, really nice with everything that comes with it. The little one has the best instructions with it, but the big ones, you can get on YouTube and get all the instructions you need with these. I'm just having fun with mine. I love mine. And they even make them for kids. So you can buy these for children. They can make their own little toboggans. And the children can even use these. You can teach them how children can, it's easy for the children to use. You teach them how to use it. They could probably do it better than we can, you know. But, I enjoy doing it too. I call it cheating knitting, but for little children, you can't call it cheating. You got to call it success because it's pretty neat for little children to pick up on stuff like this and making it easy for us. I love that. This was really a good idea, whoever invented this. And this company did a good job with this machine, I have to say. And then, okay, we got a little bit up, so we're going to start pulling these. We don't have to put our fingers on these because they're holding up themselves. So we can go ahead and get these and just do each one of them. And this one, and then one more. Then we got the last one. Let's be careful. All right. And we are cast it off now. Now I'm going to move my machine. Let's see if I could do this way. Yeah, I have to step out of the camera for a little bit. Move my machine. Oh, sorry about that. And then I'm going to move the computer. Y'all excuse me. So y'all can see. Sorry about that, y'all. And this is the box. This is the box for the small one. So, yeah, I used it to set the computer on. So now we're going to show you what to do now that we got it off. Now you can do it on the purl side or the knitted side. And I like this side. It looks uniformed and it looks real good. So we're going to pull it out and make our tube. Let me go ahead and pull my needle off I don't want to lose it. So, and you want to stretch this so you can pull all the stitches together and stretch it. And then you have this nice tube here. Now you have the cast, okay. You have the cast off side and the cast on side. Or the cast on side and the cast off side. We're going to go ahead and pull the cast on side first. And to do this, you just pull this string. Now you have to straighten this out, unravel it, because if you don't, you'll have a mess on your hands. And to keep it straight as you're pulling, and then you just pull it. And you have this small little hole there, but that's okay. I'm going to show you how to fix that. And then you have all of this string. I'm going to cut a little bit of this off, y'all, because I don't think we need that much. And we're going to thread this needle again. And what we do, we're going to close that hole up. So we're going to start where our needle is. Run it through there. Just like you would sew something. You know, I thought that was very impressive watching people do this. I was like, oh, I didn't know you could do that. But you can. And you can also stitch when you make panels and make sweaters and stuff, which maybe one of these days I'll make one of those. I don't know. It had to be a pretty good sized sweater for me. I'm a pretty good sized girl. I'm telling you. Uh, but you make the panels and you stitch them together and you use this needle to do it. Or you can use a crochet needle, which a crochet needle probably is easier for that. But you stitch them sweaters together like that. And this is going to be such a cute little hat. I haven't seen the purple sparkly. I like to do the sparkly yarn. I haven't seen the purple ones before, though. This is really neat that I found this. I wish I could have got more of it. I would have probably made me a purple one. I'm not really into the color purple, but I do on occasions like to wear lavender colors. I think my favorite color is blue, and I love jade green. I do love jade green. It's a beautiful color. All right, now we have closed that hole up. Y'all can see it's closed. And I'm going to fix this stitch where it's going to stay. I call that locking it in. Lock that stitch in. All right. Then we're going to push the needle through here. Be careful because you don't want to lose your needle. And we're going to run our arm up through here. I got to feel where that needle's coming through. Well, now come on. There it comes. All right. And then we're going to pull this hat through there like that. Finish pulling my needle through there. All right. Okay. And we got it coming through like that. Now we got to put my needle away. I don't want to lose it. I can't lose that needle. That's my favorite needle. And then we're going to do the cast off side. We're going to pull it tight and close it up. And you have to do the same over here. Unravel it. Make sure that, because it tries to curl under you, you got to make it where it don't curl. And it closed even smaller than the other one, see? Okay, and then we're going to fix that hole. And we're going to do the same on this side. This hat is so cute. I love this hat. This hat's going to be for a cancer patient. I'm putting it with the cancer patient hats, y'all. And then we sew it like we did the other side. To get that hole closed up, you want that hole to be closed. Now you can buy little fuzzies, y'all, on Amazon, like little pom-poms to put on the top. And you could leave your two strings up and kind of put your little pom-poms on top. I didn't get any of those. I found little buttons I thought about sewing on, when you fold the edges up. I thought about sewing little buttons on the front part of it, but I didn't do that. Not yet. I want to get better at it, and so there we go. We got that sewed up. And there's lots of ideas you could do. Sew buttons on them, make them look decorative. Lots of ideas you could do with these things. Lots of ideas. Now, what I like to do, and unless you're doing a multicolor, and you want to make it reversible or whatever, I like to sew these hats together. So I'll run this yarn. I want to get it in there where it'd be easy to go through. I like to sew these yarns, so I'll run the needle through there to make sure they stay together. You never know when you have to wash them and they come apart and you're like trying to make it look like it did before. And one more time. One more time. All right. And then we're going to make that stitch, we're going to lock that stitch in. Oops. I know it's hard for y'all to see what I was doing and everything, and I'm so sorry about that. I wish I had fancier equipment to work with and do all these videos, but I'm just a poor old country girl, and I'm working with what I got, y'all. And I'm happy with what I got. So I feel like I'm blessed with it anyway. So then when we're done with that, we clip this off right here. Now, like I said, if you got some pom-poms, you can take your pom-poms and you can use these to add pom-poms to your toboggan. I don't have any, so I'm going to kind of make my yarn disappear. My two little strings disappear. If I can get them in there. I kind of want them to go in at the same time. So let's see if we can do that. Y'all excuse my dog. He makes a lot of noise when he sniffs around. Okay. I got it maybe too short, but we can make it work. We want to go in through one side. We don't want it coming through the other side. We want it going in between. So you want to come way down here, bring your thing through there, and pull those strings through there. Now come out here a little bit, see it? So we're gonna pull it through. Now they're gone. So I like to stretch it a little bit. And now we have a hat, y'all. Ain't that pretty? Nice, pretty little lavender. Look at those stitches. It turned out really nice, y'all. So there's a nice little lavender toboggan. And we're gonna put this in the box for the cancer patients. So my husband can take it up there and donate it to you. So I appreciate y'all watching. Uh, our painting should be finished drying hopefully Tuesday. And I'll get on here and we'll see if we can't paint Jesus on the water Tuesday. I appreciate y'all watching. And if y'all liked it, hit the subscribe button and like and share, get this out there. I appreciate, all the support. And thank y'all for watching.